Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Thank you for joining us. We're glad that you're here. I'm Steve,
And I'm Scott.
and together we're Backyard Musings, the science and technology channel.
Yeah, and today we are talking about a pretty common thing these days. Maybe 4 or 5 years ago, probably in the back of somebody's head, maybe longer. I don't know. But this is the real deal now, and it's taken over.
Yeah,
For
we talk a lot about how AI helps healthcare, right? How AI helps astronomy, and today we want to talk about how AI can help you.
it kind of
Artificial. Go
yeah,
ahead, Scott.
it kind of speeds up the thinking process, right?
Yeah, and
Uh,
for
if you
yeah,
get to a point where you're maybe having a bad creative day or whatever, you can turn to AI and it'll help you
or
out.
or if you don't know where to start, where do I start? Just go to AI,
Yeah,
and they'll tell you
gives you
step
some
by step
ideas.
what to do.
Yeah. So, all right, let's get into it.
Artificial intelligence is a branch of computer science focused on building machines capable of performing tasks that typically require human intelligence. These tasks include learning from data, which we see in healthcare, reasoning, recognizing patterns. We also see that in healthcare and astronomy. Understanding language. You probably use that on your phone, Google Speak, Google Translate, and solving complex problems. AI acts as a personalized digital assistant, accelerating everyday tasks by instantly generating content, analyzing data, and automating tedious work. Whether you're at home, school, or work, AI saves time by taking care of repetitive chores and brainstorming creative solutions. Would you like to know more about how AI can help you?
The only thing that kind of is questioning to me about this is that it makes the brain. It's one more thing that can help the brain become softer. And I'm meaning by that, like, when you years ago, you used to remember your phone number, you remembered your friend's phone number, you remembered your address or your friend's address or whatever. And now it's all on your phone, right? And some people say, well, I don't even know my friend's phone number. I just hit on my fabs, I hit, you know, his name and it dials automatically. Um,
But on the flip side of that, Scott, you've seen in healthcare how the AI has found drugs that will help of another disease other than the
right,
target disease it's working on. You know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah,
Or it's, great benefits in healthcare that we wouldn't
absolutely.
be able to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, shortening the process of finding out all this stuff is the main thing, especially when we're talking about some of our I don't want to use the term favorites, but the diseases that we talk about quite often that
Top
are
of mind,
on the
top of
rise.
mind diseases.
Yeah, that are really on the rise. Alzheimer's, dementia, cancer. Those things need to go away. So, okay. AI can help you in several key areas to make your life easier, including one, writing and communication, two, research and organization, three, coding and technical work, and four, daily life and travel planning. And Steve was just talking to me off the air about travel planning. So
And you
pretty
were
cool.
talking to me about meal prep, daily life meal prep, right,
Yeah,
Scott?
yeah. My wife and I are going to be helping cook some food for a girls' camp this summer, and we've never really planned anything this large. And she plugged in some stuff on ChatGPT, and it gave her quantities and suggestions, and it's saving a ton of time. So good
Exactly.
thing. Yeah.
All right, writing and communication topics include drafting and editing and summarization. So, drafting and editing, you can instantly write emails, cover letters, essays, or blog posts. AI can also adapt your tone to sound professional, conversational, or persuasive. And with summarization, you can paste long documents or meeting transcripts or articles into an AI tool and ask for a quick bulleted summary. That's really helpful.
Yeah. Research and organization topics include explaining complex topics. For example, ask AI to break down difficult concepts, explain a mortgage amortization schedule, like I'm 10 inches
No, like I'm 10 years old.
or I'm sorry, 10 years old, or summarize recent updates to California tax laws, um, multimodal search, use voice mode A1 apps to point your phone number, or excuse me, your phone camera at a math problem. Um, that's cheating. Could be misconstrued as cheating, right? Is that what you're talking about?
Could
Phone
be, but could
copy
help you learn how to solve the problem.
It could, yeah. As long as it doesn't solve it for you, and yeah, again, that's what I was talking about earlier. Just not getting to the point where we don't start thinking or continue to think for ourselves. We're allowing a device to do that. So, a broken appliance. I mean, people do that all the time. I do that all the time. Um, not AI, but YouTube. I mean, you can find a
Yeah.
world of stuff on YouTube to fix things. I mean, we just did that the
I
other day with
did
your
that with my
dishwasher.
battery on the Lightning Pro. How to
Right.
install the 12-volt battery.
Yeah, we did that with your dishwasher, right? We replaced
Yeah.
that was that a pump, right? The pump
Yep.
on your dishwasher. So, or a sign in a foreign language for real-time translation, or step-by-step troubleshooting. So, all good stuff.
Pretty powerful. So
Yeah.
this is kind of technical here. Not all of us might be doing this. Coding and technical work topics include code generation and debugging. So for code generation, it describes the script or application. You describe the script or application you want to build. For example, quote, write a Python script to organize my downloads folder, and AI will write the code for you.
I
And
do that all the
debugging.
time, every day.
Paste error logs into AI to quickly understand what went wrong and how to fix it without scouring forums.
Okay. Daily life and travel planning topics include meal planning and fitness, generating a weekly meal plan based on the ingredients you already have, or build a custom workout routine. Travel itineraries, ask AI to build a customized trip itinerary. You can specify your budget interests and the length of stay to get a day-by-day plan. So, and you
Yeah,
were
so
doing that, right?
what I did last night is I'm concerned about charging the truck going across the United States to Michigan. So I asked AI, we know where we want to stop, how far we want to go each day. So I said, okay, AI, I've got a Ford F-150 Lightning Pro. Tell me all the charging stops using Tesla chargers only, because they're the best, fastest, and they're most. From Apple Valley to Flagstaff. And it gave me the spots to charge at, gave me their addresses, told me when you leave, you should be at this percentage. And when you arrive to the destination, you should be at that percentage. And then I said Flagstaff to Amarillo, Amarillo to Little Rock.
Right. And you're not taking the fastest path driving time in Michigan, right? You're going on kind of a scenic route.
Yeah,
so it's a custom deal rather than just plugging in and saying,
right.
Like you get on Google Maps or maps on your iPhone or your device, where you plug in, hey, I'm going to Michigan, I live in California, and they give you like 3 or 4 different routes, but they usually give you the fastest route or the most direct route. You're doing a custom deal.
We want to see the Grand Canyon. We want to see my brother's grave in Memphis, and we want to see my sister in Indianapolis. So we plan the route around that.
Yeah. Another option. Yeah. Cool.
For most people who want to use AI seriously, you should pick one of 3 systems: Claude from Anthropic, Google's Gemini, and OpenAI's ChatGPT. With all the options, you get access to both advanced and fast models, a voice mode, the ability to see images and documents, the ability to execute code, good mobile apps, the ability to create images and video. Claude lacks here, however, and the ability to do deep research. Some of these features are free, but you're generally going to need to pay $20 a month to get access to the full set of features you need. So if you're heavily into AI to helping you, then this is like a subscription to Disney or a subscription to Hulu, or pick one, AMC, HBO Max,
Yeah. And if you're in business, obviously this would be a valuable tool. $20 $20 for is it $20 a month is a cheap employee, right?
Yeah.
Very expensive. So okay, there are specialized AI tools. Some people love Perplexity for search. Manus is a great agent. I don't know what any of those are, but there are a few other options for general purpose AI systems. Grok by Elon Musk's, what is that? XAI? Is that what?
XAI. He likes the letter X.
Okay. Is good if you're a big X user. Though the company has not been very transparent about how its AI operates. Microsoft's Copilot offers many of the features of ChatGPT and is accessible to users through Windows, but it can be hard to control what models you're using and when. DeepSeek R1, a Chinese model. I don't know if I'd go with that one personally, but to each his own. Is very capable and free to use, but is missing a few features from the other companies, and it's not clear that they will keep up in the long term. So for most people, just stick with Gemini, Claude, or ChatGPT.
I just realized that I like that Windows Copilot, Microsoft Windows Copilot. I might be using that too, because I had to Google ChatGPT and they want to log in. But I think since I've got a subscription to, and I'm just looking I'm in a Word document, I'm looking down, reading, I'm at the bottom right corner, it's got that Copilot there. You just click on it. So, yeah. For people concerned about privacy, Claude does not train future AI models on your data, but Gemini and ChatGPT might, which could be helpful if you're doing like repetitive stuff, like you're a restaurant owner and I had 3,000 customers last week. Figure 3,300. What do I need to buy for ingredients? If you're not using a corporate or educational version of the system, if you want to make sure your data is never used to train an AI model, you can turn off training features easily for ChatGPT without losing any functionality and at the cost of some functionality for Gemini. You may also want to turn or off memory in ChatGPT's personalization option, which lets the AI remember scattered details about you.
Okay, so enlighten me here because I'm a simple guy. So the fact that you get on your device and you're searching something, and you're maybe getting ready to go on vacation, and you're going to go camping, and you don't have camping stuff, so you search for camping equipment, sleeping bags, tents, stoves, whatever, and then you go back on the computer a couple of days later, and you're doing that same search. The computer remembers that. Or the I shouldn't say the computer,
AI
or whatever. Yeah, somebody like Google or is famous for that, right? Storing your thoughts or your inquiries or your searches or whatever.
You see that now when you're searching through Google or something. You want chlorine tablets for your hot tub, and it'll start popping up stuff for hot tub. Little advertisements.
Right, not just chlorine tablets, but other things. Maybe a brush or a vacuum or whatever. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It used to be that details of your prompts mattered a lot, but the most recent AI models can often figure out what you want without the need for complex prompts. That doesn't mean that there's no art to prompting. If you are building a prompt for the other people to use, it can take real skill to build something that works repeatedly. But for most people, you can get started by keeping just a few things in mind. Give the AI context to work with. Be really clear about what you want. Give it step-by-step instructions. Ask for a lot of things. Use branching to explore alternatives. Okay, I don't know what the term branching means.
So branching, we use that in the military. So you have a mission that you have to accomplish, whether it's to take a hilltop or guard a bridge. And so when you're coming up with your courses of actions, you're also brainstorming, what will the enemy do? What can the enemy do? And so from your main mission, you might have a branch where the enemy could come up on this high spot and attack from over here. So that branch would be, okay, I need to send a an observation post up there to see, or I need to booby trap it so that anybody that shows up, they'll get blown up. So you have different and you have sequels like follow-ups. So that's what this is talking about.
Gotcha. Claude, ChatGPT, and Gemini all let you edit prompts after you have gotten an answer. This creates a new branch of the conversation. You can move between branches by using the arrows that appear after you have edited an answer. It is good. It's a good way to learn how your prompts impact the conversation.
They did say it can be complex, but nowadays it's getting pretty easy. What route should I take if I want to use Tesla chargers? And I added that little detail that I'm driving a Ford F-150 Lightning Pro. I didn't say Lightning Pro Plus because that has a longer range. You know what I mean? I could have said Model Y Tesla, and that has a range, so it'll figure out, you might have fewer stops.
So you need to be specific about what you're asking for.
The more specific you get, the narrower the answer the AI comes back with.
More detailed, specifically for your.
When you said with camping, I want to go camping, blah, blah, blah. So the AI will say, well, you need a tent and a sleeping bag, and you need pots and pans. And so, but you know that you've got pots and pans. You know that you've got a sleeping bag. So you got to go get a tent or whatever else it says, fire starter, Boy Scout juice to start the fire. It'll come up with those things, but you have to say, I've got this, this, and this, so I'll go with this.
Yeah. Or like when you're searching for a camp stove, you just plug in, I need a good camp stove, and it'll tell you. Or searching for a car. I'm going to buy a used car. So I plug in, I say, what are the reviews on a Tesla Model S or whatever this year? And it'll be specific to that year. Otherwise, if you say, what's the reviews on Teslas? It could go ape, right? I mean, it could go crazy.
You could apply that to refrigerators, Scott, or dishwashers, or toaster ovens, or whatever. It'd be like a consumer report, your own personal consumer report.
Again, the more detailed you get, the more specific you're going to get information.
Once you zero in, okay, I like Samsungs, but I don't like LGs, then you can say, tell me about Samsung refrigerators, and boom, it'll come back.
Got it.
Very powerful, and you can use this in your life. We hope this helps you.
Yeah. And it's fairly, it's free unless you want to get a little bit more detailed, and then it's $20 a month. Like Steve was saying, it's like an app, TV app or whatever on your phone. So on your TV. So, all right. Good stuff.
All right, folks. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. We'll see you in the afternoon.
Yep. Take care or have a good morning. We'll see you this afternoon. Thanks.